My mother and father came here in the early 1900s. My mother is from St. Lucia, and my father was from Barbados. They came here both, they didn't know each other, but they both came here at the age of 16. They landed at Ellis Island, and they became involved with Brooklyn, New York. That's where they went immediately, not to Harlem, but to Brooklyn. And my mother worked as a cook. My father was a seaman.
Really?
And he worked for the Canard White Star Line for many, many years. And he did quite well. I cannot remember his title, but he moved up from a very low title to a fairly decent title at the Canard White Star Line.
How far back beyond your parents, I mean, in terms of your grandparents, do you know anything about them? Or?
Well, I asked my father naturally who his father was and who his mother was. His mother did come to live in the States at his request. She left Barbados. She had several children. She had 4 boys and 1 girl. And my grandfather happened to be white, and they were not married. But she had all these children, and they all did pretty well. He was from Scotland. He used to import meat from Puerto Rico to Barbados. That was his occupation. That was his business. And he had these children by my grandmother. Her name was Susan Foster, Forster.
And was it a kind of a common law situation, or were they
I can't explain. Mm-hmm. I guess I was too young to go into detail with my father as to what the situation was about, but that's all I can remember about that situation. On my mother's side, she was a lord, Lord, and if you know anything about the Caribbean, do you know anything about the Caribbean?
Some.
Barbados?
I'm learning more every day.
There was a man by the name of Sam Lord who was a pirate, land pirate, and he used to wreck the ships in the middle of the ocean somehow with lighthouses. Anyway, Sam Lord is my great-grandfather.
Really?
My mother was born in St. Lucia because his son decided to leave Barbados and settle in St. Lucia.
So you're descended from
That's
pirates.
That's right. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
What a legacy.
What can I say?
Sam Lord's Castle. I've been to Sam Lord's Castle, and yeah, I mean, he's famous.
You want to know who my...
That's right. Well,
my grandparents were.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
He wasn't my grandfather. He was my great-grandfather.
Right, yeah. Well, it's definitely...
He probably wouldn't own me, but that's the way it was.
And so your parents came to the United States as teenagers.
Yes.
As 16.
That's right.
Did they have family here, or
no? They did not.
They just...
I do believe my mother had 2 sisters here. She came to live with one of her sisters. You're right. My father did not have anyone here. But he was a seaman, so.
Right. Now, did he, as a seaman, I assume that meant that he spent a lot of time away from home?
I presume so.
So you didn't spend a lot of time, I mean, growing up, was he...
Well, at that time, he was no longer with Canard White Star Line when I came along. He was a tailor by trade.
Huh. Okay. And your mother... Did she have a particular...
No, she didn't. She raised 4 children. In fact, she had 5 children because my sister died at the age of 2. And she was ahead of me, too. I had 3 brothers who were older than I was, and a sister. She came after the boys. I came about, I guess, 15 years after my brother, the oldest brother.
There's a 15-year gap.
There's a 15-year gap. Well, she had children in between.
Right.
But my oldest brother is 15 years older than I am.